Now, I really believe that this is how God intended for us to be. This is one of the most beautiful days. I've lived. The weather is just beautiful. Not a cloud in the sky, blue water. It's just beautiful. I am indeed very blessed. Okay? These are all my thoughts and opinions. Please do your own research and be responsible with the comments. Also, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, guys. This is gonna be an angry video, even though it doesn't look angry from the beautiful scenery. But it's just, I think I've had enough. Hello guys, I'm gonna read something very specific. It's the Fraud Act of 2006 from the UK, Section 4. A person has committed fraud, according to Section 4, fraud by abuse of position. Article 1B, dishonestly abuses that position. And 1C, to make gain for himself or another, to cause loss or to expose another to risk of loss. I think we pretty much know that completely represents Harry and Meghan Markle. I have been watching, I got so many emails and I have been watching so much. I gotten so many things from so many sugars. One of the reasons, when you are in a position, let's not forget here that the royal family is an institution. The monarch is our head of state of many countries. But what's more important is that institution should represent honorability, trust, truth, good for all, and service. And they should inspire people. And yet, are we honestly believing that Harry and Meghan represent any of those values? If you go to the Royal UK website, you would still find, to date, Harry has his glowing CD, because that's what that website is, his profile. All he has to do, tell people, go to their website, the Royal UK website. I am still prominently featured, and it states there that I am part of the royal family, a senior member of the royal family, and I am honoring my duty to the Queen. Is he honoring his duty to the Queen by lying, committing fraud, financially and otherwise? I don't care that he speaks, but it is dangerous that he is lying and using something so fragile as mental health and issues with mental health. For financial gain. What's gonna happen when, because of his irresponsibility, somebody dies? Because he's gotten on every platform to say how terrible life is. This is a man who's lived a life of privilege all his life, wealth and otherwise. His parents divorced, yeah, that's terrible, but it happens to everybody. His mother died, as sad as it is. A lot of people have lost their mothers in very horrible circumstances. So he's not the only one. Lying about therapy, saying he sat in that Apple interview and straight up lied, saying that he only been in therapy for 4 years. When in 2017, when he did that interview, he stated that he had been in therapy for at least 4 years. He went on the JP Morgan gig that he did last year, saying that he'd been in therapy for 7 years. Now he goes into Oprah and says that he's been on therapy only 4 years. That's irresponsible. Lying, as the Fraud Act says, for profit and mislead people is fraud, and it's a criminal offense. and Harry and Meghan Markle are doing it. Why is it terrible? What is it gonna take for the royal family, for the Queen? The Queen has a responsibility. Is she actually endorsing Harry's actions? I was reading, somebody sent me that. Oh, the Queen signed off on his Apple thing, and now on his Apple interview, and now somebody leaked that the Queen signed off on it in 2018 thinking it was something else. They're trying to wash their hands of everything. It doesn't cut it anymore. We have 3 irresponsible, narcissistic idiots using a platform, abusing a platform for financial gain, and exploiting and causing harm to very fragile people, and in the likes of Oprah, Harry, and Meghan. Oprah has found that she gets some attention when she hooks up with Harry, fully knowing that the Harry and Meghan are lying. And she is failing the journalistic, well, she's not a journalist, is she? She's totally failing because she's not asking questions. She's not calling him out on the lies. Oprah and Harry and Meghan are in, I'm so terrible, I'm so terrible. You know, everything is so terrible. Oprah is the poster for actually making it in the United States. She's living the American dream. She was a poor black child who raised herself, who brought herself to be a billionaire thanks to white people. Obama elected twice by white people. Now, why am I bothered by that website? Because that website gives Harry and Meghan credibility. It still gives them access to everywhere. Why can't the royal family at least remove him from that? They've said, oh, hey, Andrew was, you know, he's a pedophile. No, he's not. He had sex with a young woman of legal age who charged for that night. In other words, she was a prostitute. Now, this lady, Virginia Roberts, cut a deal with the FBI, I believe, to not be prosecuted because she was one of those procuring people. She used to procure girls for Jeffrey Epstein for money. And she took off when she met this guy 3 days or 1 week on vacation that Jeffrey, you know, that guy had paid for her to go. She was procuring girls. She cut a deal. Yes, Andrew has to clear his name. And I've been saying that he has to be removed from that website until he does. Her Majesty the Queen, is she endorsing? Is this what we should expect from our Queen? Now, many petitions have been written, many letters, hundreds of thousands of letters have been sent, and they have all fallen on deaf ears. Parliament refuses, you know, it's like a ping pong. They're all throwing the ball to each other. No, you do it, you deal with it. Then we have people like ladies say, oh no, you can't do this, oh you should do this, it's all stupidity. I really think that the only way that Her Majesty the Queen will actually protect the monarchy, which is her job, the reputation, and the credibility and honor of the royal house, is for people to take it to the streets, demonstrations. And I don't mean in like 5,000 people, I mean hundreds of thousands of people, to say we've had enough. We've had enough. I was watching this Richard Eden in Palace Confidential talking to this woman called Tessa. I think she's Scottish. And it was so funny because she said, oh, what is a former prince going to do but to talk about his family to make money? Doesn't he have any other skills? I don't care that he's talking about his family, but he's lying. You know, they said, they brought up the thing about the bicycle, right? And then she says, well, what he meant to say was, it was metaphorical, that he was supposed to, that he didn't have the privacy to do that. And that now he can do that with his son in the United States. Really, California. It's not what he meant to say. He had a platform and the opportunity to say what he wanted and meant to say. If somebody asked me very publicly, Paula, have you ever drank alcohol? And I said, no, I have never drank alcohol. And later on, you see me with my glass of wine, or you pull one of my YouTube videos of me drinking wine. What would you say to me? Paula, why did you lie? Because And then I get somebody defending me saying, oh, what Paula meant to say is that from now on she's not going to drink. Then if that's what I had meant to say, I would have said that. What basically is, he's lying. You know, I was watching this also because I watched the behavior panel video where he says that he felt trapped because it was impossible for him to leave. It wasn't impossible for him to leave or for Meghan. What was impossible was for them to keep the perks of the job. He was told, if you leave, you lose your perks, your privileges. And he was not prepared to do that. So he felt trapped. That is called having a job. I don't know if I've had a wonderful job. You know, I had an amazing job that I got the company car and you got the restaurants at the table, you know, the best tables at the restaurants. And sometimes you got to use the company jet and stuff like that. That was a wonderful job. If I wanted to quit that job, I can tell you that they wouldn't have, I had to weigh, do I want to keep working here? But if I don't work here, then I can't use the company jet. I can't get the best tables at these restaurants. I don't get my Christmas bonus. But those are regular decisions in life. I wasn't trapped. Those are called options. That if he wanted to keep the security, if he wanted to keep this and that, then he had to work for the royal family. So he is lying again. Now, I have been trying to get this, there was an interview he did about walking behind Princess Diana's coffin, right? And he was asked, and then he explains that he was told he didn't have to walk. He didn't have to walk because he was too young, but that Prince William had to. And then he said that he thought about it, but then he thought about not doing it, but then he thought he would regret it later on, and then how glad he was that he had actually walked behind his mother's coffin because she would have been proud of him. William was not given the choice. He was. He chose to walk behind it, and he said that he was proud he did it, and now that he looked back on it. So Harry and Meghan are like a flag going where the wind blows. Everything's are lies. And what is terrible about this is that they're using a mental health. They're talking to people with mental health issues. For those people with mental health issues, life is wonderful in spite of it all. There's, this is going to sound cliche, but there's always another day. There's always, if you know what my life has been like, oddly, I never thought of suicide. Now, Lady C talked about Princess Diana being manipulative just like Meghan Markle. And when she threw herself down the stairs, there's a big difference in the situations. All situations are unique. Sorry, I'm moving my phone. My arm is getting tired. All situations are unique. First of all, Princess Diana was in a shitty situation. Her husband was lying to her, was cheating on her, and did not love her and treated her like crap. So when she threw herself down, and Princess Diana was 19, very immature. She did not have the tools to tell her husband, listen, be honest with me. She didn't have the emotional tools. She was a pregnant teen with high hormones. Meghan Markle wanted to move to California. That's it. Do you see the difference? Now, if you don't move me out of the UK and take me to California, I am going to die. I'm going to kill myself. And the difference between Harry and Meghan and Princess Diana's situation is abysmal. Because Meghan had a husband who loved her and did everything she asked him to do. So the situations are completely different. Princess Diana's only complaint with her situation, because she was also given staff to guide her, but her main complaint was that her husband did not support her. And actually, him and Camilla were contacting this reporter on a weekly basis to even cause her more trouble. But that's beside the point. So the situation between Princess Diana and Meghan are completely different. So I disagree with Lady C's saying that Princess Diana and Meghan are the same as manipulative. It's not. It's not. And Princess Diana did have a good heart, and she actually worked really hard for the royal family. She did so many engagements, it wasn't even funny. And she represented the royal family with love and pride. She used to dress beautifully, she used to, I love the way she dressed, whenever she went out, it was something and her struggles were real. They were not made up like Meghan Markle's. I find that Meghan Markle using suicide, the threat of suicide, is narcissistic just to move countries. because she was not having a hard time. It's just that she wanted to move to California. Harry also lied when he said they were going to move to Canada. They wanted to, that they never intended to go to California. So you took a plane, got on a plane, packed all your stuff, and moved to California, flew to California, but you didn't intend to be there. I'm going to call BS on that. Now, Her Majesty the Queen, by her lack of actions, is endorsing all of Harry's actions. When people die because of the very bad advice that they're giving, these completely unqualified people, not qualified people, are giving to people who are actually hurting, somebody will end up dead. And the Queen will be blamed for this, for not having acted sooner. Oprah and Harry and Meghan are irresponsibly abusing the fact that they're still linked to the royal family, because the royal family is failing to act. Our monarch is failing us. And I know I'm going to sound horrible. I don't care if she's 95, 100, or 20. She has duty and she has responsibility. And she's failing to do it, as much as I love the Queen. And you all know I love the Queen. But she has duty and responsibility, and she's failing us all. What do you guys think? One thing I'm going to also tell you, because I got so many calls about this Northwestern thing. Oh, what Meghan meant to say is that she studied international studies. No. Again, I go back to what you mean to say and what you say. You should know what your majors are. Now, it was very well explained to me in the 47-minute communication that theater, first of all, they don't have a major in international relations. They have a major, a bachelor, in international studies with a minor to introduction to international relations. Now, in order for you to study a minor, it has to be related to the major you're taking. In communications, if you study communications, you can take a minor in journalism, in broadcasting, in verbal communication, or novel people writing in novels and stuff like that, and writing, communication, because they are relating to the main topic. Why is that? Because it's a full-time degree, so you don't have the time. You spend the whole day studying, so it's impossible for you to take theater, because theater as well is an unrelated degree, and you have to be present at the same time, unless you want to study at night, which means, and they don't have studies at night. So she can't take a major in theater and a major in international studies, not international relations. International relations does not exist, because she can't be in two places at the same time. And both careers demand and require that you are present in the classrooms. Do you know where I'm getting at? And especially when there is no degree in international relations. So that is another lie. That is another lie. And you can fact check me whatever you want. I got so many people saying, oh, what she meant to say. It's not what she meant to say. What she is saying is what counts. These statements are not metaphors. When she said that her father didn't pay for her fees, it's a lie. Her father has the receipts. When she said that she was Caucasian, that's not a metaphor. That is a statement. And all these lies are dangerous because they're using it from a platform, from the royal family, to give them credibility. Because you know what people with frail mental health say? Well, if the Queen still has him on his website, it's because what he's saying must be true, because it says there that he represents the Queen, that he's honoring the Queen. So the Queen wouldn't allow him to say these things in public if they were not true. Do you understand what I'm saying? So lies, 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 endorsed by Her Majesty the Queen. Petitions don't work. Letters haven't worked. I think that the only thing, again, that will work is taking to the streets. That's it. Because it is very clear that Her Majesty the Queen is hell-bent on giving Harry whatever he wants. Whatever Harry wants, Harry gets, no matter what. And it makes me very sad, disappointed, and angry. What do you guys think? Please leave your comments. Sorry this was a little bit upset video, but it's just, I'm angry. And before I go, let's thank the Lord, whoever you worship, for being so generous to giving us such beautiful day, whatever day you are in. Even if I love rain, I love snow, you've seen me filming snow, so what, this is a wonderful day. Life is beautiful, you know. And if you need help, seek help. If you need help, mental health assistance, do talk to people, you know. But life is wonderful. Yes, you know, COVID has hit us hard. God knows it's affecting my business and everybody's. But, you know, we can get through. Life is beautiful. What do you guys think?